Hello all. Every martial arts style has its particular favored exercises for developing power, skill, accuracy, and so forth. These are actually more important than learning various techniques because without power and speed, techniques are worthless. Here are a couple of the exercises that I found particularly useful from Shaolin Kung Fu that have certainly helped my Baguazhang. This video is more so that you can see and recognize these force training exercises rather than for learning purposes, so that when you find a good teacher who shows you exercises like these, you recognize their importance. There's a saying in Shaolin Kung Fu that first make the body healthy, then worry about defending it. Various exercises, such as lifting the sky, aim to correct problems of health, such as alignment, posture, and so forth, before putting the body through the strain of martial arts training. The horse riding stance itself is considered the most important exercise in all of Kung Fu. In fact, it's the foundation of not just fighting techniques, but other power training exercises throughout various other martial arts. Different schools have their various opinions on the height of the stance as well as for how long to hold the stance. I was told when I first started out to aim for 5 minutes of good, relaxed, non-strained horse stance training. Many variations exist off of the horse riding stance, such as Lohan carrying water. It strengthens the arms and expands the chest and the back. Some practitioners would even dangle buckets of water from their arms to increase the level of the exercise. Another variation of the horse riding stance is called carrying the cosmos, with the arms in a large circle in front of the chest. Some schools will use this exercise as the foundation for a skill called Golden Bell, which strengthens the entire body. Perhaps the most well-known variation of the horse riding stance is called Golden Bridge, with the arms held straight in front of the body in the one-finger Zen hand form. It's very well known in Southern Shaolin Kung Fu, and is in fact the most popular variation of the horse riding stance practiced in Grandmaster Wang Qiu Kit's Kung Fu school called Shaolin Wanam. Regardless of the stance used, however, it's very important to remain relaxed in stance training. The horse riding stance is used as the foundation for other exercises, such as one-finger shooting Zen, which develops force for a variety of hand forms, including one-finger Zen, which is used to dot at particular points on an opponent's body, as well as the tiger claw demonstrated there, which is used for gripping, rending, as well as controlling or even damaging and dislocating an opponent's joints. A related exercise is two-finger shooting Zen, which can also use the horse riding stance as its foundation. Aside from stance training, two-finger shooting Zen was actually the first internal force exercise I learned from my Sifu, Grandmaster Wang Qiu Kit of the Shaolin Wanam Institute. Rather than using the one-finger Zen hand form to train the index finger and the tiger claw, two-finger shooting Zen especially uses, as you might expect, the two-finger Zen hand form, which emphasizes force at the index as well as the middle finger. The exercise can be performed with both one hand and two hands, and typically students begin training one hand at a time before later moving on to train both arms at the same time. Just as in stance training, in one and two-finger shooting Zen, the most important rule of training is, as ever, to remain relaxed. Once you've developed good body mechanics, flexibility, rooting ability, power, and focus, and all those other qualities from the previous exercises, then you can start learning how to manifest those qualities in your various self-defense techniques and combat applications. One of the sets used in Shaolin Wanam in the beginning is called Lohan Asks the Way, which introduces the 4 directions, basic hand techniques, as well as defenses against those hand techniques. As you might be able to appreciate in this video demonstration, we're using the appropriate stances, the appropriate body mechanics, and remaining relaxed even throughout this whole set, despite manifesting and using the power developed from the stance training and other exercises. Anyways, that about wraps up this video on Shaolin Kung Fu force training exercises. So, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.